we are touching on the taboo subject of menstruation. Menstruation occurs in human females roughly every 28.5 days. For women between the age of 15 to 50, and in this time every month for 3 or 4 days, this is what happens. The lady is not supposed to cook, she is not supposed to go to temple, she is not supposed to go to yajna, and she is also not supposed to participate in marriage or any other social function. She is considered as being impure, dirty or unclean, and she is supposed to segregate herself in a room, and nobody in the family should be coming in contact with her. This is the general idea about menstruation. But is menstruation dirty, unclean, impure, or is the menstruating woman considered by ancient wisdom to be impure, unclean or dirty? One sentence demolishes the whole theory. The first menstruation is actually celebrated. If it was dirty and unclean, how would it be celebrated? And it is celebrated for the change of form from a girl to a woman. And as we say in ancient wisdom, always check the roots before you look at the fruits. Where are the roots of this? And interestingly, menstruation has been mentioned at least in 3 scriptures: in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in Vashishta Dharma Sutra, and also Charak Samhita. And none of the places it mentions that it is dirty, unclean or impure. But what it states is something different. It states that during this time the lady is super sensitive and super receptive. Whatever happens around her, she has gone to such a subtle level in mental, emotional and physical plane that she absorbs all the disturbances, all the movements, all the waves from her surroundings. And this is the reason that she should not be going to places where many a people would be assembling, be that a temple, be that a social function, or be that a celebration. This is the time that she is better off segregating herself and doing japa tapa dhyana, or coming to terms with her mood swings or even bodily pains, and rest and relax in seclusion. This is the overall idea. But how do you convince people to implement it? Many a times in trying to implement something, we start making an argument which is exactly opposite, and that is how the narration of it being unclean, impure or dirty has come in, and it has been so successful that that narrative itself is taken as a fact and taken as truth, endorsed by the religion or by the scriptures, which is not at all so. So the moment we have a look at the roots, our way of looking at the fruits changes, we get a better understanding and real understanding, and that is the crux of ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom keeps telling, question it till you get to the roots. Namaskar.